second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're good.
Sorry for coming in.
No, you're good.
Sorry. All good. We're just gonna have to hold it. Okay. I got. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, staffing is an issue, but luckily I made the scene yesterday and I made the scene today. Not only did we have units that arrived on scene quickly, but also had backup units to assist those units. Obviously, the last thing we want to do is a violent confrontation, but usually that's dictated by the person that we encounter, and we hope to never be involved in that. And a lot of officers, I myself have never been in an officer-involved shooting with 18 years on. That's the last thing we want to be involved in, but sometimes that's just out of our control.
Did you share some information about the suspect real quick, age, range?
Right now, as far as we know, we still haven't identified him, but he appears to be in mid-20s, early 30s, white male.
And was a weapon recovered from?
Yes, he was armed with a pistol.
Was he the sole occupant?
Yes, sir. Sole occupant, yes.
And just from what we could see, it didn't look like at any point he didn't ever get out of the vehicle, or could you kind of just explain a little more about that interaction between him and the officers?
Yeah, so he was inside the vehicle still talking to them, at which point he started to pull out a pistol while still being in the vehicle.
Can you go back, walk us back to the top where you talked about what happened on the freeway? You said, did he cut off someone or something off him?
It's all preliminary. Just from what we've heard so far from the people that were involved in the accident, it appears he either cut them off or he kind of ran them off the road, probably because he did appear to be intoxicated. At that point, that caused the other two vehicles to strike each other, and then he continued to travel and left the scene while they waited for police to arrive.
What is the status of where the two vehicles that struck each other? What is the status of that? Are
They're fine. They did an accident report for them, and there were no injuries.
And has that been cleared from the freeway?
Yes, it was cleared right when they were there. We usually try to clear vehicles off the freeway as soon as we can, just because it's a safety hazard, not only for the occupants of the vehicle, but for our officers as well.
And were they going northbound? Or?
They were heading northbound, yes.
Any other questions?
Did they see him and then pull him over into this parking lot or something like that?
No, the secondary unit made it through the area just looking for the SUV and noticed the SUV parked in the parking lot.
Both officers discharged their weapons?
Correct. Both officers did discharge their weapons unknown amount of times at this time until we further investigated.
And if the suspect got a shot?
It did not appear he did. No, it did not appear.
We'll take a few questions on Spanish real quick.
Or do you want to do Spanish on the side?
We can do Spanish on the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? We're good.
I'm assuming that the officers were riding together. They were in the same patrol car?
Correct, yes. So there's two units that responded, the first original accident, and then the secondary unit was a two-man unit. They were together.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Chief.
I'm sorry, but the fact that he caused this accident, that in and itself, had he not been drunk, wouldn't have been such a big deal other than causing the accident, right? And
Correct.
this is kind of,
At most, probably failed to stop and give information, because you can't leave an accident once you're involved. You should provide your information. That's at best. But once he was intoxicated, the officers had to further investigate the incident.
Is there any dash camera or surveillance cameras that
There's-
show some of this?
There's BWC that captured the
was that?
shooting. This building appears to be abandoned, but the investigators will scrounge the area to try to find any surveillance video. At this point, I know for sure that we have BWC.
And then anything showing the actual crash or him causing that accident?
No, not that I know of, not yet.
All right, thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.